You guys, I really thought once Katie and Ariana they had opened the sandwich shop, all of their worries would be gone. It would just be a matter of making sure they have supply and get the flow of all the people going. But no, Chef Penny is coming out of nowhere and again criticizing the two. In the meantime, subscribe, turn on notifications, give it a like. Did you go to the opening of something about her? Let me know in the comments and let's get into it. All right. So, something about her is essentially Katie and Ariana teaming up for their own restaurant business, but not a bar, nothing like that. They do sell alcohol, but the focal point is the sandwiches. It's a very different kind of business slash restaurant. And apparently, Chef Penny is slamming the girls. Let's get into it. Let's take a look. So, Radar, Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney's ex sandwich shop chef slams underwhelming menu at new eatery. Okay, Chef Penny got things to say. Look, before we get into the story, let's get a clear picture of who Chef Penny is. Chef Penny isn't like some random food consultant they hired to get the menu going. Chef Penny, my understanding, was introduced to Ariana and Katie via Lisa. And before I get to Lisa, Chef Penny, she is quite notable in the, I guess, like the food TV space. She's had a good career with Food Network. She's worked with Lisa Vanderpump in a ton of her restaurants, is my understanding. She's definitely well known, is essentially what we want to make sure we know before we get into the rest of the story. Like when Katie and Ariana were getting the sandwich shop going, they added in Chef Penny to help out with the sandwiches and create a menu. And this is from season 10 when we saw not Tom, when we saw Ken walk into the kitchen and drop that bomb, like, "Oh, I saw Tom Sandoval, da, da, da," whatever he said. It was just like a bomb drop that was like really funny. But anyways, we saw Chef Penny, like she was there. And then season 11, when things were moving forward with the sandwich shop, they were finally in there doing I guess they were recruiting people, which I didn't understand why she was there because my understanding was she was there to help out with the menu and then the design decor of it. They had worked with someone notable to give that what is it? That grand millennial aesthetic, that coastal chic vibe aesthetic. So Chef Penny should just be about the menus, but it seemed like Chef Penny was going over and beyond what the girls really needed her there for. Anyways, let's get to her comments. So Chef Penny said it's not her menu and it's not the sandwiches she curated when she was hired by Maddox and Maloney. Okay. Is there anything wrong with that? This is not what I put together. This is not the vision that I had for this place, the celebrity chef told The Sun after the sandwich shop opened. So apparently, the sandwiches aren't made properly, is what is the issue with Penny. They don't know how to cross utilize. I would not bring in five different kinds of bread for 10 sandwiches. I also would not put certain sandwiches on certain kinds of bread because the bread to meat ratio is completely off from what I've seen in the photos. You know what, guys? Let's take a look at the photos. I honestly don't know what the big issue is. I mean, this is just like one photo I found and the sandwiches looked great. Yes, they had a big issue with the long lineup, but that's not an issue with the sandwiches. Everyone that posted video and photos of the sandwiches looked packed with the good stuff. I mean, if you paid $16 to $20, it seemed like it wasn't just bread, it was a decent amount of the good stuff in the middle. So I don't know what Chef Penny's issue is with the sandwiches. They look good to me. The fact that we're fighting over sandwiches, I don't even know what to say. This is really funny. The chef said that one of the sandwiches called the Greek Goddess, she would never put the Greek Goddess sandwich in a lavish wrap as it's so moist and it's going to fall apart. These sandwiches are not my creations. I can say 50% of the menu are items that I gave them and they changed some things. Yeah, because they're the owners of the business. They can do whatever they want. And let's say they opened something about her and all the business, not all the business, all the sandwiches were completely different. That's their prerogative. Let them do so. Penny has no plans to go inside now open sandwich shop and believes it might be short lived due to Madix and Maloney not being restaurant operators. The Radar, The Sun, a bunch of different news outlets are covering this and basically just allowing Chef Penny to spew more. I don't even want to say the word hate, but she's just being so petty against Ariana and Katie. She also said keeping the business going will be challenging. At some point, the fans will realize that the only person they will see at the shop is Terry, Katie's mom. Yeah, maybe Katie's mom is going to be the operator of the business. She'll be there handling day to day things. She also said it's a one and done kind of place. It's not a business that can be scaled. Unfortunately, their overhead is going to be too high and they can't make enough. All right, we okay, we got to call out this Chef Penny. If she is saying that this is a one and done business, then why is she fighting so hard to be a part of this business? So, Chef Penny's husband is a lawyer who helped file the trademark for something about her summer of last year. I'm not going to get into all the drama of the trademark issues. It just seems like it's quite messy. And partially that's the fault of Ariana and Katie. You're opening a business, you're selling merch, and you didn't think to trademark it. And I guess there wasn't any proper contract. It was kind of an intent. And even saying, like, okay, just email us everything and run it by our attorney. Like, it's a little messy. It just seemed like, yes, they opened up a business, but obviously it was during a very tumultuous time given what Ariana was going through last year. I just think Chef Penny is a little pissed off about all the money they made off of the something about her merch. And they probably just had her on as a consultant. Even a salary would make no sense. Like you made the menu, and then I don't know, maybe they can revise the menu quarterly. And then they just pay her like a consulting fee. I don't understand why she needs a salary. Also, is she going to be there on a day-to-day basis? Because that I would understand why you would need a salary. But if you are not, at something about her, you're not behind the counter, you're not in the kitchen. This lady has no business receiving a salary. On top of that, she had no business taking part in hiring, even. I mean, even for that, they could have just given her like a bonus or another consulting fee for helping out with the recruiting. And she definitely has no business taking on equity, or they should have had a clear conversation like, hey, you're coming in to help out with the menu. This is your consulting fee, and broken it down, no equity, no salary, but you get a consulting fee. Guys, I don't think this is the last time we're going to hear from Chef Penny. I think if someone's going to be pretty upset that they didn't get percentage from a merch line, this is when they're going to basically talk crap about a business. And the fact that she thinks this is a one and done business, well, it says a lot what she thinks about their business, or it kind of showcases what she is projecting onto Katie and Ariana's little sandwich shop in the eyes of Penny. Guys, we got more tea, we got more drama, VPR, housewives, all that good stuff. Help your girl get to 500, and I will catch you later.